Hello lovely people, it is LordClimo coming to you again from the world of Lords Mobile. I'm going to try and record this video again because some numbskull forgot to check that his microphone was recording on the last video he recorded, dickhead. Anyway, my might has shot up exponentially since my last video. Hooray! It means that I have completed my gem buildings, which is absolutely phenomenal because it means that I can finally spend gems on something that is not buildings, which absolutely excites the fuck out of me. Excuse the language, but my lord, 600,000 gems, people. 600,000 gems you're looking to fork out. Obviously not all at once. If you've got the coin to throw 600,000 gems into the game, then go absolutely nuts. You can obviously get T4 in a month if you can afford that kind of money. If not, then enjoy the grind that has been... Admittedly, I have put some money into the game to get some gems, but for a majority, it has been a relative grind to get 600,000 gems. People asked me in the last video on how much it actually costs to upgrade these buildings from level 1 to level 25. It's the items for each building. So your battle hall, you'll have your war tomes. For prison, you'll have your steel cuffs. And for altar, you will have your soul crystals. You will need 20,005 to be absolutely accurate. 20,005 items to upgrade these buildings from level 1 to level 25. Now, I know it's escaping my mind a little bit at the moment because I had finished them and I never want to remember them ever again. But level 25 for these buildings was about 4,500 items, which translates into about 45,000 gems, plus another 2,000 gems for your gold hammer to upgrade the building for level 25. It scales back from 25 to 24 back to 3,000. That also translates into 30,000 gems, 2,700 items, 2,400, 2,100, 1,800, so on and so forth, back down. The best way I'm going to recommend for anybody who's doing these gem buildings to do is not to go and buy 1 or 10 or 100 packs of these items. If you can wait until you have the gems or your 10,000 gems to buy 1,000 of these at a time, you're going to save yourself money. Primarily because one item would be about 15. If I go to the gem shop, it's about 15 gems for one item if I'm gifting them to somebody. If you're doing 100 items, it's going to be somewhere around the, let's say, 1,300 gem mark, 1,250, 1,300 gem mark. I can't remember exactly. And then from there, for 1,000 of these items, you're going to pay 10,000 gems. I know, it's expensive. It's ridiculous. It's kind of hard to fathom that I've got a level 8 treasure trove now, and out of that, I will only be getting 31,520, but 16,000 of that goes straight back in. So I'm only getting 15,520 out of that. And if you go and buy one 10,000 gem pack of 1,000 items, there's most of your gems gone. And once you get to start doing levels 22, 23, 24, 25 of these gem buildings, it could be a potential wait for free-to-play players for 4 to 5 months before they can afford to do a level 25 building. And that's for each one. There is 3. So we're potentially maybe talking about a year just in these buildings. And that's prior to your Academy level 25 research. Building upgrade. And then on top of that, you've got to make sure all your other buildings are level 25. So your wall, your watchtower, your vault, your barracks, they've all got to be level 25 before you can do your academy. Then you get to your academy. Then once you've done your academy, then there is the 19 researches across the economy and military tabs that you need to do for tier 4. Now I can understand why a lot of players would get disheartened with these figures because they are very, very large figures. If I was a new player starting off again, I would do things so much differently. I would not spend gems on gemming troops. I would not waste speed ups just throwing it into stupid things like speeding up construction or doing the last 10 minutes of a research. If it wasn't for anything, I would have just left it. It could have amounted to days and days of speed ups by now that I could be using. But so I was talking about my might earlier. My might has shot up a lot since the last video. I'm currently sitting at 82 million might. Is because I've done my Academy level 25 building upgrade, and now I am well and truly into my tier 4 push research. So with over the Lunar New Year, there was a pack that came out that was very nice on speed ups and gold and gems. Obviously, you get the same gem amount no matter which pack you buy, but at the $99 pack, the speed ups that were in there, I think you got 4 or 5 3-day speed ups and the equivalent of about 42 million gold. I think there were 6 million gold packs. So it was very good. Especially now I'm starting to see how much these researchers cost in terms of resources, especially gold. And now that the guild that I'm in, SSE, now we have 3 tier 4 players. We're starting to get a bit of discussion about tier 4s and potentially maybe a tier 4 pipeline and the resource cost that is associated with tier 4. So to do, I have 2 barracks because I like training 10,000 troops at a time. That's just personal preference. A lot of people only have 1. They will do 5,000 troops at a time. But to do 10,000 troops at a time would, for tier 4, would cost me about 10 million in every resource and about 5 million in gold. That's nuts. That's just nuts. So tier 4, powerful. Tier 4, expensive. They kind of go hand in hand. Anyway, kind of getting away from my train of thought here. My economy tab is done, so thanks to those Lunar New Year packs, as soon as I unlocked my Academy level 25, I kind of wanted a little bit of a spree and thought that every hell event that was research based for that night, I was just going to go and finish a economy slot. So I have knocked out all of them. I knocked out all of them in about 20 hours, maybe even less. I think it was about 16 hours maybe. Anyway, I finished my first 24-hour challenge for level 3, and that was tops. I wish I could do more of them. So then I jumped over to the military tab. I have done my infantry defense and my cavalry defense. My range defense is currently ongoing and has about 33 days left on it. That was after speed ups. I think it started at about 48 days. And then after speed ups, I went down to about 35 and a half. I've also done my level 10 cavalry health. Now, I'm not big on having one specific troop type. Like, I'm not range heavy, I'm not cavalry heavy, I'm not infantry heavy. I like to have a good mix of everything, just so I am right to counter anything that could potentially come my way. Like, I don't want to have a million range and then just get mowed down. I want to have a bit of diversity and being able to try different lineups to see what works the best for me. So, I was mentioning about research this morning. I finished my 3rd Lunar Flute, which is now gold. So what you guys can see here is this is my research setup for gear. Using the Electric Lance, which is part of the Nosceros pack, the Wormbone Coronet, which is part of the Jameworm pack, the Cavalry Mail, which is a free-to-play gear. You can collect the items for that from gathering resources from your quests, your admin quests, your guild quests. So if you're a free-to-play player, jump on that one. It gives 7% at gold, I'm fairly sure. Yep, it does. Oh, whoops. Griffin Walkers. Very hard to finish. It needs 3 gold Griffin cores to max that to gold. To be honest, I'm not even sure what the difference is between, what do I get now, research speed of 11.5 versus a research speed of 17.5. So gaining an extra 6%, it's not a great deal. Fair enough, the big 3 researchers, it may add up to be a little bit, but it's not that much. I would rather just pop a 20% pack and go from there. Vice Grips, also another free-to-play gear. A lot of the free-to-play gear for research involves a lot of coal and a lot of platinum. So get out there and start harvesting your rich veins and your rocks, and start stockpiling them, especially for these 3, which is your lunar flutes. These guys give the best research speed boost at 26% at gold. So before my talent points, before anything else, I already have a research boost of 75% with those 3 lunar flutes. And that's fantastic. So my stats at the moment are sitting at 291% for research speed. Phenomenal. I would love to get that over 300 before I started the big 3, but if it's not, it's only 9%, and as I said before, I can just pop a research pack from my bag and see what that gives me. Hopefully, at that point in time, I'm in a position to have a chat to whoever the overlord is in the kingdom and get them to grant me the scholar title, which would be even better. Oh, I've got 2 20% research boosts. I've got 20 10%. God, I need to start using them. Anywho, guys, for the guys still doing the gem buildings, I will post in the description below about what is required for each level, how many items you need for each level, and the equivalent cost in gems of that. Look, you're looking at about 200,000 gems per building, like I said before. So get saving, get out there, make some shit happen, do your monster hunts. Get your guild on it, get them hunting more monsters. It just means you're going to get more gifts and potential for more gems to come your way. So feel free to look me up. I'm in K9 under LordClimo. Send me a message, say hi. I don't mind. I'm on most days, so get talking. See you soon. This is LordClimo. Catch you later.